A few years ago, I hit a wall. I was overwhelmed, constantly chasing the next goal, but feeling completely empty inside. It felt like I was running on a treadmill, lots of motion, but getting nowhere. In a moment of desperation, I did something impulsive. I booked a ticket to Asia, and through a series of chance encounters, I found myself sitting across from an old monk in a quiet, sun-dappled courtyard. He saw the turmoil in me without me saying a word, and he shared 3 simple rules. They weren't complicated spiritual doctrines. They were practical, almost deceptively simple. And he promised that if I lived by them for just 1 week, I would see a shift. I was skeptical, but I had nothing to lose. The first rule was this: treat every task as the most important task in the world. This sounded beautiful, but my first thought was, how am I supposed to treat checking my emails with the same reverence as, say, a heart surgeon performing an operation? I misunderstood. It wasn't about the task itself, it was about the quality of attention I brought to it. So, I tried it. When I washed my morning cup, I just washed the cup. I felt the warmth of the water, the smoothness of the ceramic. I wasn't planning my day or replaying a conversation. And something tiny but significant happened, a moment of pure peace in a simple action. It was a life hack for presence. The second rule was more challenging. See the teacher in everyone you meet. My ego rebelled, even in the rude barista. Even in the colleague who takes credit for my work, but I committed. I started looking for one thing I could learn from every interaction. The impatient man in the grocery line queue taught me a lesson in patience. A child's laughter was a masterclass in joy. It didn't mean I tolerated bad behavior, but it stripped away my automatic reactions of annoyance and judgment. I began seeing the world as a living classroom, and my frustration started to melt into curiosity. The third rule was the one that truly rearranged my heart: thank your problems as honored guests. This felt impossible. I was facing a major project failure at the time, and the idea of thanking it seemed absurd. But the monk explained, a guest, even an unwelcome one, has something to give you. Strength, clarity, a new direction. So, I sat with my failure. Instead of fighting it, I asked, what are you here to teach me? And the answers came. It taught me humility. It showed me where my planning was weak. It forced me to innovate in a way I never would have from a place of comfort. I have a friend who applied this to his difficult divorce. He said starting each day by mentally thanking the situation for its lessons, as painful as they were, didn't fix the pain, but it transformed his energy from being a victim to becoming a student of his own life. These 3 rules didn't magically solve all my problems. But in 1 week, they changed the lens through which I saw everything. My work, my relationships, my struggles, they all became opportunities for practice, for learning, for a deeper kind of engagement with life. The monk didn't give me a map to a different life. He gave me a new way to walk the path I was already on.